Taking a look at Litecoin, we can see that Litecoin is continuing to range inside of this very large uptrend that started from 2022. Now, at any time, Litecoin falling below this range, which is the low from the high, the 618 is 67. Breaking below that price would confirm that this is not actually an uptrend, but it's actually a bear flag and a very large capitulation back down to the low at $40 and potentially the macro low at $30 is on the table. Now this move down is heavily contingent on if the price of Bitcoin actually enters a bear market down to around 70 to 60,000. If Bitcoin does end up maintaining the levels that it's at with the price of Litecoin staying inside of this channel, then we may actually be able to speculate that another large move to the top of the channel is still on the table, which means as long as Litecoin remains over $66 or $77, at any time a rally back to the top of the channel is technically possible. However, on the flip side, again, failure to hold $67 would confirm a breakdown to $53 and potentially $40, contingent on how low Bitcoin actually drops, assuming that it enters a bear market. And at any time, if Bitcoin does enter major capitulation into the low numbers such as 40 and 50,000, there is a possibility that Litecoin ends up coming back down to this triple bottom low, and from there we'll reassess whether Litecoin had actually bottomed or if it's actually going to go much lower. But at this time, as long as Litecoin remains inside of this uptrend and over $77 or $66, we could speculate that we may still see another bounce. However, in the short term, it is important to remember that from this high down to the low, your 618 retracement is right at this macro level at $108. That would suggest that as long as Litecoin is below $108, the price is actually considered bearish in the short term, in my opinion.